The biggest scandal in U.S. Secret Service history has just taken place. More details in this original post.
Recently, a U.S. military spokesperson declared that several American soldiers and Secret Service agents may have been involved in inappropriate behavior. They have been accused of being involved in a prostitution scandal at the American National Leaders Summit in Colombia.
The incident involving 11 U.S. Secret Service agents, including 2 supervisors, was uncovered after hotel officials called the local police about a woman in the room, an alleged prostitute refusing to leave because she was owed money. The misconduct was later confirmed through the hotel's surveillance tapes. Although prostitution is legal in parts of Colombia, the 11 agents were suspended due to the U.S. Secret Service zero-tolerance policy on personal misconduct. Ronald Kessler, an expert on the U.S. Secret Service, called the incident clearly the biggest scandal in Secret Service history. Let's now hand it over to microbloggers for their comments. First is Ba Jie.
What, there's no corruption in America? It is reasonable to say that the U.S. imperialism is still powerful.
What this commenter may have in mind is the prevalence of American men seeking out prostitutes in China, or depending on how you look at it, the prevalence of prostitutes in China seeking out American men. See, if you experience the nightlife in Beijing, you'll often find young Chinese girls crowding around foreign, especially American men, in expat bars and clubs. And as the night evolves, it is a common thing to observe American men walking out hand in hand with local Chinese girls, and the rest is left up to the imagination. This image gives the perception that American men mark their territory, literally and symbolically, wherever they go. But in China, the catch is prostitutes target these so-called white faces and play along innocently until payment is due. In an article called White Man, Chinese Women, A Story of Prostitution, Romance, and Celibacy, Brandon Furdig discusses the sociological implications of American men in China, or as he calls it, the balancing act between your human and animal sides. As Furdig experienced, prostitution was the easy answer to that balancing act. Why? Because, long story short, due to the changing sexual landscape in China, dating a local girl proves to be complicated for many foreign men. Furdig recalls several occasions of local women willing to engage in casual relationships, but in turn demand long-term commitments the very next day. However, with prostitutes, the situation is simplified. A man's animalistic desires are satisfied, and the relationship ends at payment. So prostitution almost serves as a solution rather than a problem for foreign men in China. Next on the radar, an in-depth look at prostitution in China.